our job is primarily safety of horse and jockey, but we do get involved with ground staff training, research and development, point-to-point racing. Integrate with all the other BHA officials as well. So every start has a start block with the race distance on it, and that's to help the starters make sure they start the race from the right starts. Fences should be 4'6", at least 4'6", unless agreed by us. These hurdles are new to here, the padded hurdles. They used to be birch hurdles. They've now gone all padded here on both tracks, the old and the new track. They're put in at a 60-degree angle, making the height of the hurdle just over 3 foot, 3'1", and that gives the horse, at that angle, it gives the horse a nice angle for him to jump the obstacle. You'd like to start on this sort of ground really for the festival. The fence on the top, they should be 18 inches across the top, but rounded off, so to take the shoulder away, so the shoulder's away from the horses approaching the fence. We're coming up to a water jump now, which is a smaller fence on the course, which needs to be a minimum of 3 foot high, and the actual spread to be between 10 and 12 feet. This is the back of the water jump, which this water standing here is on a rubber surface, so if a horse did drop his hind legs in that, it would be very forgiving. We're now coming up to an open ditch, which the only difference here is there's a board in front of the fence, and the depth from the board to the back of the fence is no more than an 8'6" spread. This has 2 rolls, this bundle of birch on the end. One, it pads the end of the rail. Also, it's a visual thing as well for the jockeys to be able to see it. There'll be a full swing here, which will be taken down on Thursday night, and that then we'll open up the whole fence for the Friday and the Gold Cup on the Friday. Off this bend we keep the next fence at full width because it's quite a tricky fence and it's on the turn, so jockeys are quite congested together, but by having this false rail here, when they get to the end of it they can fan out. So that's what's called a frangible pin, so if a horse hits that top rail hard enough, that pin will give, but the rail is designed in such a way that it will fall down behind the other rails. This is coming down the hill on the old course. Now there is only one fence down the hill. There used to be another fence at the bottom of the hill near where the hurdle is at the bottom, but that's now been moved to the first fence in the home straight. It's the last fence on the old course. So the fences are meant to be 4'6", a minimum 4'6", and we measure it to the overhang of the birch at the back, and that is 6'5". So that's a nice wide base for a fence, and that will give the horses time to get up over the fence. Not too bad a way to spend an afternoon, is it? Don't recall that.